The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mints, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making this.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the grab down the middle. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack. The back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and showed all of those attributes right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lindale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Quick release on the RPO. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box because of your success running the football.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Short throw to the sideline. Picks up just a little. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Jayhawks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll go to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. To the air. It's Agbana. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's in goal. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
All right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it. Push down for the tackle.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Finds his tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Agbana. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. It's in goal. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. They'll make the tackle, force the quarterback.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for them fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The Buffaloes get enough to move the chains. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Shakes off the defender. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Makes the catch. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes looking to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
To the air, it's Daniels. Got a man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll throw it on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffalo. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Quick completion to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Agbana. He wants to take the top off. And that pass intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Toss to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wide out in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground in the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Touchdown, Bucks! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. But take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around him stronger. His QB's just got some good wheels.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is stopped. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with that.
Off he goes! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball game, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Agbana. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes a grab over the middle. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On target over the middle. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up.
And he intercepts it. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
How about that? That's the 1st INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. 1st mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bruce. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it.
Touchdown, Bucks! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Jayhawks are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Looking to throw, it's Agbana. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd and 10 here. Now the play fake. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They just need inches to convert this 3rd down from the 20, but this might be 4-down territory anyway. Grab near the marker. It's in goal. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and get the tip, get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Makes the catch. It's in goal. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
after this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Lets it fly. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another